The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome everyone to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on the winners of 10 straight, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will have the opening possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Morton. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. So UCF's offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Creates a little room. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Nixon. Across the 25, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give to the tailback. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Got it in the middle. It's Nixon. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jackson will throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hughes. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Touchdown, UCF! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Joyner. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And on 3rd down, they find a way to get the ball to the back end space and move the chain.
And that's a play the defender would like to have back. They like to think that they can cover running backs on these types of angle routes, but they're just not good enough on the coverage, and that allowed the offense to convert that 3rd down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Morton. Right on target this time. tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The short hands, it's Eakin. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Handoff from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Morton. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. This is now a 7-point game.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Knights will hustle to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterback.
Work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the run, it's Nixon. Just keeps moving. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Notre Dame. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Morton. He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
The QB did a great job hanging in the pocket, showing great toughness. But I'll tell you this, that offensive coordinator ain't happy. He doesn't want to see those hits continue to pile up on his QB.
They'll give it to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Got the 1st down and more. Turning it on. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Setting up the screen. Nice move there. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, This guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely center cut. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Red Raider. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Oh, all the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here we go. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Morton. Gets it out fast. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the house. Touchdown, Red Raider. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Notre Dame. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Caught in the backfield, it's Nixon. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Jackson gonna throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes it on the run. Makes a grab down the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. throws it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Jackson will throw. Here's the pressure. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. They'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got it near midfield. And the returner will be brought down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Tight end now in motion. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Raider!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them everywhere. This defense has been suffocated. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Off-play action. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 1st and 10 for the offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throwing right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Oh, they're after him with the catch. It's Eakin. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. That 50-yard field goal attempt was no good, and now they'll have to play defense. 1st and 10 from the 33. The give. Makes one man miss. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burke. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll keep it himself. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
The give on the inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Picked up maybe a yard. It's down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
First down. Roughing the passer.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raider. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Spins away from one. Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Barrels ahead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it back on 2nd and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now. You're gonna
Scores on the sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. They'll move the tight end. The run from the shotgun. Makes a man miss. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Buster fire on second down. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
To throw, it's Morton. Pulls it in, it's Hudson. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Looking for a crease, it's Gage. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now the play fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hughes. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect a lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Off play action on first down. Unleashes one. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Swings it out to the flat. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
Kick is in the air. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back, now put a nice drive together and execute.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Picks up the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Illegal block. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Illegal block.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Morton. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense made a good play knocking the ball away, and a bad one by roughing the quarterback. Here comes the call. Trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. That's reeled in. It's Burke. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finding open areas. And his molars are probably rattling going after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They're going to run it to the right. Runs through a tackle.
Well, trailing late in the game right now, the offense obviously needs better plays than that. They took a negative play, but at least the good news is they got out of bounds, so they're able to stop the clock. They've got to dial something up here that's going to get a big play.
Jackson going to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Douglas. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Williams. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's taking the deep shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside you just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
The Red Raiders enter the final minute with the lead. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Second and long here, but objective number one, keep that clock moving. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Morton. They're setting up the screen. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll try to get the first through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He wants a big play here late. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.